and welcome to another video. Today's video is a bit unusual because most of you have probably seen your wives, girlfriends or mums or whatever buy stuff from Temu and wondered, oh, that cheap Chinese crap, you know, and taken the mickey out of them. But what I've done, I've put an order into Temu. Yeah, I know. I've put an order into Temu and it's come. And all of the stuff I've ordered is the sort of stuff that we might use in our workshops, garages, cars, bikes, you know, whatever. And I'm going to review the order here right now and show you what I got so that you can see A, what I've got, B, whether it's any bloody good or not, and C, whether it's worth buying it yourself. Have a look-see. Right, so part number one. You'll have to excuse me while I dive into the bag. Part number one. I've bought a set of picks. Now, anybody that does anything on cars and that, when you can't get an O-ring out or an oil seal or something like that, you need one of these picks. Now, this set of picks don't look a bad set of picks. Obviously, I'll need to review it by actually using it, but it doesn't look a bad set of picks. How much were these? These were £3.59. Well, I don't think that's bad. Not a bad price, is it? So we'll give them a go in the garage and then I'll report back if there's any issues. Back into the bag again. This time we got some heat shrinks. You know those things you put over joins in wires. You join a couple of wires together, you slide these over and then you heat them up and they shrink them and create a nice repair. Now here we've got lots of different sizes, so yeah, quite good. How much were these? She's looking for the price. I'll have all the prices, she said. I'll have them ready. Guess what she just said? I don't know.
Oh, 188.
188. Well, you know, once again, there's a big pack there. There's plenty in there. You know, they need to be reviewed in the workshop for active service, but they don't look bad. I mean, I've got loads in the garage that I bought with a kit I bought some time ago, and they look exactly the same. So, you know, they're probably all right. Delving into the bag again. What it comes out with is, I use these a lot actually, we call them R-clips. They're used mainly on sort of wheel spindles or anything like that. Instead of a split pin, we use R-clips, and there's loads of R-clips in here, all different sizes, and that kit was £5.48. Well, to be honest with you, they don't look a bad set, but at £5.48 they're pretty much the same sort of price as what you'd be paying, I would have thought, in the local factors. It's one of those things that you need if you've got a garage or a workshop, so that's not bad, that's not bad. The next one, pack of gloves. Right, so this is a pack of gloves, black latex gloves that I've ordered. Now I've cheated a little bit on these because I've already, well, my wife has already bought me a pack of these, a pack of 100, and I bought these so that I could show you on the Temu haul. These are brilliant. Your hand slides in them straight away. They're quite strong. They last quite a long time, and in fact, if you look at some of my videos, you might have seen me using them recently. So yeah, I can tell you now that these are good. Now here, this is a pack of 20 for £1.70. Mate, that is cheap, and especially because I can tell you they're good quality and all. I like them gloves. They're a lot easier to use than the gloves I've always been using for years. So yeah, that's a bonus. Into the bag again, and he comes out with, oh, this is yeah, Now this is a mandrel that goes in your drill. Right, that goes in your drill. And then here, there's loads of different cloths. Little polishing cloths, little sort of mopping cloths. So you can turn your drill into a little mop. So if there's something that you need to clean up or mop up and you want to use a drill, but you don't want to use a huge drill or a proper mop, then this turns your drill into a miniature mop. Now the thing is with motorbike stuff, pretty much, you know, you're using smaller items because the items are actually smaller. So this kit, including the mandrel, and look, there's several different mops of different types. So, you know, comes out at a cracking $2.69, mate. That's cheap. That is cheap. I mean, really, even if it don't work that well, I still think it's cheap. Look at that one. Look, that's a polishing mop. So if you've got a little bracket, you can polish that with your drill, and I reckon you'll be able to make a cracking job of that. So yeah, I think at $2.69, that is perfect. That's it. You make a bloody noise, huh? Trying to fucking do a video here. Delving into the bag again. Delving into the bag again. Oh, yeah. I made a mistake when I was ordering. I bought 2 packs. Oh no. Edit that bit out. Delving into the bag again. Here is a pack of stainless washers. Now it said stainless, so that's why I ordered them. I don't know whether it's stainless, they look stainless to me, but it's a pack of different washers. Now it goes right down from the very small washers up to a reasonable size. There's quite a few in there, and that pack was, she's trying to find out how much the pack is. I'll be on it, she says, I'll be on it. Yeah, here she comes with the price. That was $1.79, mate. That is cheap. $1.79 for a pack of stainless steel washers of all different sizes. And look, there's even some really small ones in there. And I'm talking about little tiny ones. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. For $1.79, that's a cracker. Delving into the bag again. Ah. There's 3 of these. They're individually packed. I'd ordered 3. Right, I thought I'd order 3 just to sort of see what they're like. These are the foam rubber sandpaper blocks. We've all used them. I use them all the time in the garage, and they're quite expensive. I don't know off the top of my head how much they are in normal Factors, but I bought 3. They were 15 pence each, mate. 15 pence, mate. 15 pence. What can you get in the normal world for 15 pence? Nothing's the answer. So 15 pence each. These are cracking. So, you know, I'll report on them once I use them, but they look perfect. Into the bag again. More gloves. We've already covered them. Ah, now here's a nice little thing. This is nothing to do with the garage, but it's to do with me as a YouTuber. As you can imagine, with my camera, I've got loads of SD cards, and there's hundreds of films on SD cards. So what do you do with the SD card when it's full up? You ain't going to download all that film to the computer because it just won't happen. So I keep my film on SD cards and Google Photos and all that sort of stuff. But the SD cards are in here. Look, they're stored in here. This is an SD card storer. Absolutely fantastic. So you can put all your cards in there. You can put little numbers in there so that you know what's on what. And this was mate, do you know how much that was? I could put all my SD cards in there. I don't know how many there is, but there's 3 in a thing, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put about 24 SD cards in there. That is 89 big ones. pence. 89 pence. You can't even buy a bar of chocolate for 89 pence nowadays, can you? So, mate, that is a bargain. That's a bargain. Cracking. Into the bag again. Oh yeah. Now here we have, oh my god, just got killed. Here we have an interesting tool. I thought I'd give this tool a go because, you know, I've got a little job coming up where I might be using this tool. So I thought I'll give it a go. This is a staple gun. But a staple gun that doesn't staple your invoices together. This staples stuff to stuff, like seat covers. If you imagine, when you recover a seat, and you wrap the vinyl around the base of the seat, then you have to staple it all along. Well, that's what this does. Hang on a second. Because with this staple gun, you get a load of staples, nails they call them, and they're all different sizes, different shapes. I won't get them out, but they're all different. Some are U-shaped, some are just nails. So I think I'm going to do a little review on this probably later to find out what this is like, but this looks a cracking little gun, and if it can do a seat, mate, it's paid for itself on one job, because having a seat cover fitted, a seat upholsterers, is a lot of money. How much did this cost? Well, ain't cheap. I don't think it's cheap, but I think it's worth a go. This was £12.48. So £12.48. If it does the job, that's cracking. That is cracking. Right, but it's got to do the job, obviously. And you're all going, fucking hell, that's Chinese shit, ain't gonna be no good. But it might be, mate. It might be fucking brilliant. I'll review it when I've done a job with it, and then you'll see. £12.48 ain't exactly the end of the world, is it? You're not exactly committing yourself to a huge amount of money. £12.48. Delves into the bag again. Oh yeah. Got to go to the dentist tonight. So I've got to go to the dentist. So he said, get yourself a decent toothbrush, mate. Look, there's 10 of them there. 10 toothbrushes. Right, what have I bought these for? Well, it ain't for cleaning my teeth, is it? That's obvious. This is for, as you all know, we use a toothbrush to clean small items in the workshop. So a pack like this, 10 toothbrushes. I get through toothbrushes all the time in the workshop. How much was that? Less than 15 pence each. 1.47 for 10. Mate, you know, that's cheap, innit? That is cheap. So, pretty good there. So far, a lot of the stuff is value for money, innit? It's value for money. So, into the bag again. These gloves. Right, now, I've cheated again here, really. I know. Cheating swine. I bought a pair of these a little while ago. Well, my wife bought them for me. What they are, they're gloves which are designed not to be cut. So if you're lifting something that's got sharp edges, or you're handling knives or something like that, the thing is that these gloves won't tear, that you won't get cut. Well, I bought a set, and I held Stanley blade without the knife, just the blade, while I was cleaning something off, and I held this blade, razor sharp blade, with these gloves on, and I did a complete job, and that, I didn't even feel that blade. These are brilliant, mate. These are brilliant gloves for the job that they're intended for. If you're picking up something like a gearbox or something, and it's got sharp edges on it, these are perfect to have on, because, you know, it ain't going to cut you. How much are these? These are £2.28. Ain't dear, is it, mate? And I can guarantee these work bloody perfectly, and they do work brilliantly. Into the bag again. This time I bought these little sanding rings, and in here you get the mandrels that go in the Dremel. So if you've got a Dremel, you've seen these before, you know what they are. You get the little mandrels and you get all the different sizes. There's loads in there, there's absolutely loads. Now I recently bought a kit, not from Temu, I bought it from the local factors. I can't remember now how much it was, about a tenner, and you got quite a few in there, a few more than this, but with the mandrels and everything, this is cracking. How much was it? There's 60 in here apparently. There's 60 little tiny sanding things, and this was £1.38, mate. £1.38, and you get the mandrels. So you know, yeah, that's cheap, isn't it? That's cheap. Into the bag again. That was fucking sharp. She can't stop laughing now. She thinks that's fucking funny. She won't be thinking it's funny in a minute when I get... Anyway, this isn't what fucking just hurt me. This is a pack of... This is a pack of nuts, bolts, spires. Here you get, look, the spire with the nut. I keep saying the nut. The bolt with a washer on it, all brand new, all plated, so you can slip the hidden nut on, or the captive nut. You don't even have to use the captive nut if you don't want to, but you can slip that on, and then that bolt goes into there, look, and you get that really nice look of a nice new bolt and washer all in. So yeah, a really good little pack that is. Cracking. Yeah, so we finally found out how much these are after a lot of mucking them out. Pack, I don't know whether there is, 40, 50. £3.39, mate, that is cheap. That's cheap. Because I really like stuff like that. £3.39. Delving into the bag again. Now here's an interesting thing. Now this is interesting, because you're going to go, oh, you know, right? Right, but look, I've got a pair of shoes. Pair of shoes? Who wants a pair of shoes? Well, if you watch any of my videos, you'll see that my shoes are absolutely disgusting, because I don't like spending money on shoes. But these shoes are instantly slip on, and they're dirt cheap. Now they might not last 5 minutes in the workshop, I don't know because I haven't worn them, but guess how much these were? These were £5.75. Ain't a lot of money, is it? Thing is, you know, obviously if I'm going into the workshop and I'm doing something dangerous, I wear my steel toe cap boots. If I'm going in there just to clean something up, I just want to be able to slip into something that, you know, I'm not going to traipse dirt and crap all the way back into the house. I can kick those off outside. So yeah, they're worth that. For £5.75, they're worth it, aren't they? So yeah, quite pleased with them. Delving into the bag again. Now I know I've just mentioned them, but here is a pack of 100 gloves. Now normally when you buy 100 gloves, when you buy gloves, should I say, you buy a box of 100. Well, there is 100, and this 100 was £3.50. That's how much they used to be in the old days. They ain't that now, aren't they? And these are really good gloves, so I can guarantee that. Delving into the bag again. Little bag. Inside this little bag, got to be careful because it might spike you. For your Dremel, again, there's a selection of wire brushes. Now, I don't know if you use your Dremel a lot. I use mine loads. When you're trying to clean something that's a really tiny little hole or something, you know, you're trying to clean that little crevice, these are an absolute godsend. Now, I don't know how good they are, but you know, you get loads. There's loads in here. There's that type, which clean inside calipers and that sort. That when you've got a little sort of like threaded hole or something, you want to clean it out. And there's loads in here. And that was... The price is coming up, lads. That was £2.38, and there's probably about 10 in there of all different sizes and different shapes. So, mate, it's worth it for effectively 23 pence each. I think that sort of thing's worth it. Worth giving it a go. I mean, obviously, when I start using this stuff, I'll review it actually in the workshop when I'm doing it. Delving into the bag again. I bet you're pissed off with me saying that, aren't you? Yeah. But who gives a shit? Little pack of anybody that's got a car site recognises these straight away. Key rings. There's nothing worse than having a set of keys and you see the key but you don't know what it's off. Right? Even if it's got a key fob, you don't know what it's off. With these, you can just write on it what the vehicle is, put it on the key ring and crack in. So it's the sort of thing that's just convenient if you've got more than one vehicle in your garage, or if you're, you know, doing work for somebody else's vehicles and you want to know where their key is. There's 10 of them in here, 70 pence, 7 pence each, mate. That's for nothing, innit? So if you've got a need for these sort of key rings, mate, dirt cheap, dirt cheap. Guess what? Delving into the bag again. Nearly finished. Here is, I've already used a set of these quite a long time ago. I think well, I didn't buy them from Temu because it's the first time I've ever bought anything from Temu. I bought them from my local factors, but they were exactly these ones. These are the little wire brushes where you get the 3 different types of brushes. You get the wire brush, you get the brass brush, and you get the plastic brush. Anybody that does any cleaning of small, minute items knows that these are more than valuable. 3 of these, mate, you ain't never going to guess how much these were. 3. Go to your local factors and find out how much a set of these are. I bet you there'll be these ones, and they won't be as much as what these were. There'll be loads more, because these were 67 pence. Mate, yeah, that's just stupid, isn't it? Anything that comes from Temu, I'm not, you know, trying to plug it or anything. Anything that comes from Temu, that's the price you pay. You don't pay postage on top. It's all delivered, you know. So you order it, and a few days later it comes, no postage or anything, that's delivered to your house, mate. You know, you spend more than that going to your factors to get the bloody stuff. Right, so, delving into the bag again. I think this is the last item, you'll be pleased to know. This is a little set my wife bought me. She's bought me one of these before, but she can't remember. This is an easy out kit. Now the thing is with these, you get one little bit, and on the end of it, it's got a drill, and on the other end, it's got the same size that you'd use to actually physically extract the screw. Now the thing is, having dealt with some screws that are an absolute arse, I know that these ain't going to be any good. But if you get something that's a little bit difficult to get out, these will get them out. But they ain't going to get out something that is really stuck. I mean, I've got a few good quality easy outs kits, and I'll tell you, I've had some stuff, mate, you fucking can't get butters of things out. It don't matter how good they are. So this is all right for that odd little thing that you know, you just quickly want to remove. How much does this kit cost? £1.84. So for £1.84, you ain't exactly throwing money away, are you? Even if it's crap. Even if it turns out to be crap and of no use whatsoever, £1.84, mate. You can't even buy half a pint of beer for that, can you, in the UK anymore? So, yeah. So, basically, there is my first Temu haul. And I'm reviewing it as somebody that does motorcycles restoration, garage work, that sort of stuff. Would I buy any of that stuff for the garage? Yeah, I would, yeah. Obviously, I'm going to do some long-term tests of the stuff that I bought, because sometimes I might start using it, might be shit, but some of it I've already used, like the gloves, the gloves for the knives. I already used them, and they are brilliant. And some of the stuff I recognise as stuff that I've bought from Normal Factors. Even on their website, I didn't buy some of the stuff that I knew I've already got. There's a set of bits there. It was a complete set of bits, and it's the torque drives, the Allen bolts, you know, the bits that you use to do that sort of work. Now, there's a set that I've had for quite a few years. I think I paid about 24 quid for it, and exactly the same set is on there. It's the same box, it's the same colour, it's the same layout, it's the same tool. 14 quid, mate. You know, if that's the same tool, that is a bargain. Because the tool I've had for years, and I've done some really heavy sort of like work with it, and it's been perfect. So it's a good quality tool, and if that's a tool that they're selling, then mate, that's cheap. So yeah, would I buy from Temu? Yeah, I'd give it a go. Obviously, you've got to keep your eyes open and be sensible, but don't just dismiss it all as cheap Chinese shit, because some of it probably is. But I think some of it is also exactly the same stuff that you buy from other more recognised places. I mean, you know, it's amazing when you look around at prices of various things, how some places sell exactly the same product for considerably more. Anyway, hope that is of use to you. I mean, you know, your missus is normally watching Temu channels and Temu haul stations and all that, and you ain't the slightest bit interested. That is a Temu haul from a bloke who does restoration work on motorbikes. So yeah, hopefully that's interesting. See you soon. Take care. Bye.